Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Please like, share and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell down below so you don't miss out on any future uploads. So after like 6 or 7 days, I finally want to like post another long video, because throughout the week I've been posting shorts and I have seen that my subscribers have increased drastically, like 49 subscribers, although I had 54 before, but I have 49 subscribers. But I am still very grateful about how my subscribers have increased drastically, and thank you all for subscribing, and just know that it means a lot to me. So today we're going to be like doing like a school advice kind of thing. I'm actually entering grade 9 in or 9th grade in September, and I don't know whether I'm still in middle school or I'm going to high school, because right now in Nigeria, secondary school is divided: junior school and senior school. Junior school is grade 7, grade 8 and grade 9, while senior school is grade 10, grade 11 and grade 12. So in other countries, probably grade 6 to 8 is like middle school, and grade 9 to 12 is high school. I don't know, but anyway, where you think I fit, just know that this is just advice for my grade 7 and grade 8, and I think any other students, even those that are higher than me, could use it. I mean, anyways, I don't know what to say next, but anyways, let's get into the video. So I'm going to be like talking about some things while doing my self-care. Not really self-care, it's just some little minimalistic things that I do in the morning. Yeah, so the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to school is making friends. So the first topic I want to talk about in this whole video is making friends. So you know, when you're in Nigeria and like you're just entering junior secondary school rather, and you're like you know, excited or not excited that you're entering a new phase in your life. And for those that are entering middle school from like grade 6, I think, you're entering a new phase in your life, and then you're excited or not excited. And your first day at school, you just as for me, as my first day in GSS 1, I was quiet. Like my school normally has like this orientation period before school starts, and I was literally so quiet. Like I knew only one person then in school. When school officially started, I knew only one person. So yeah, even though I knew like 2 people, but like I was still so quiet. But right now I'm still a quiet kid in school, but not as quiet as like now I have friends. So making friends, when you are like starting at a new school, everybody comes from different backgrounds, and you don't actually know the behavior of people until like you've stayed some time in the school or you've like made friends. So like you won't actually know the intention of a person at first sight. So like when you make friends, like when you feel like, oh, this person is actually to be your friend, and you feel like this person is very friendly, and by the time you continue being friends, and then you continue being friends, and then at some point you feel like the person has a behavior or something that you don't like, and then you can try talking to the person, and if the person does not want to listen, and that behavior or behaviors of the person you don't like it, then you can actually detach from the person. So there are people in the world that they have toxic friends, but like they hate what they do to them, but they just feel that um like they don't want to let go of that person. They want to let go, but they can't let go if you don't want to hurt the person's feelings. So it's very difficult for them to detach from that person, especially if that person has been with them for a very long time. So they find it very hard to like detach from that person. But I'm sure for if you're like that, I'm sure there will come an opportunity where you will be able to detach from that person. An opportunity will always come if you really don't like the person, or you don't like how that person is becoming, or the person has formed a new habit you don't like, or it's contrary to what your parents like, kind of friends that your parents want you to keep. If it's contrary of that, then if that friend has all these criteria, then yeah. And one thing I would advise is that when it's your first day at school, if anyone wants to be a friend, yeah, you can actually accept for that person to be your friend, but like you should also watch the person too. Like you should watch out for the person, and if like you day after day, week after week, and you notice, okay, this person is a serious minded person, they're serious with her grades or his grades, then you can continue flowing and building a stronger relationship. But if you feel that this person is not serious with his or her grades, and he or she does bad stuff, then you can now like distance. Like new relationships are very easy to like detach, because you guys don't have a strong bond. But like by the time you are noticing these habits, and then you don't detach at that immediate time, and then it will be hard for you by the time you guys have like gone a long way, and then you have a stronger relationship than you first met. Then there are other cases where people, like at the beginning they are very nice, they continue being nice, there's a point where everything changes, and then you don't like the person they have become. Like people in middle school actually change in high school. For me, people in primary school, when they get to secondary school, maybe when they get to GS2, GS3, they start changing most times, or sometimes they start changing. So yeah, they start changing, and then they start having this I don't care attitude. Like the teachers in my school would always say that the people. Hi guys, so I just wanted to quickly say something about this part. So as I was editing, I just want to add something. So like when you want to pick your friends, you should like they should be like serious minded people, and they're people like they are like serious with their books. But like if like a person is scoring 90 and somebody is scoring 80, um that should not determine your friends, because I know there's somebody that I know that he or she used to check like the back of the somebody's book to check the person's scores and stuff like that. First of all, uh, he was doing it. He or she, I don't want to say the gender, was like doing it without the person's permission. Like when the person leaves. First of all, that could like be invasion of privacy, because he or she would not want somebody to be checking he or she's score. So if you're doing that for somebody else, that means you are doing unto others that doesn't want to be done to you. So if somebody, yeah, people can be average students, and people that can be A students. I have people that are A students, but like they get 80, and me I get 90, but I don't let that determine my friends. But like I don't have friends in like other classes, because my class is like divided into four arms.
ABCD. So like I don't really have, I have friends though, but like we don't have that strong bond like that. And then another thing I wanted to say is that um you should have friends that are serious with their grades, because if they're not serious with their grades, their unseriousness may rub up on you. And I wanted to say that when it comes, like when people change in like primary school, you could be that all innocent boy or girl, but like when you get to middle school, like you can be influenced by your friends, and then you get to know things that you did not know before. Then what I mean is like some people in middle school may not like change like a very big change, but like by the time they get to high school, like they feel that they're more mature, and then most of them, their parents may not monitor them anymore, so it's easy for them to like fall into like peer pressure, and like don't have like their parents don't monitor them, so they are free to do whatever they like. And some of them may even go through the wrong path, and their parents may not even know. And then some people in middle school may change their behavior in high school. Like it's very common because they feel like they are more mature, and then they fall into the hands of peer pressure.
Queens, like when they are teaching them about sex education or like stuff in general, like they'll start laughing and telling the teachers that, oh, they can never do such a thing and stuff like that. But by the time they like get to like senior secondary school, they start changing, and like those things that they said they wouldn't do, you see them doing it. So that's why they said that, that's the teachers in my school always say that in junior school they are innocent and different. By the time you get to senior school, something will enter inside them. And if you have any friend out there that is not like, you're not like, you don't like the way the person treats you, or the person doesn't necessarily treat you bad, but like there's that there's that thing that you don't like about the person, whether the person has a bad temper, or um yeah, the person just like, he doesn't necessarily hurt you but hurt other people, or there's just one thing or the other that you don't like about the person, like, and you feel like it's adding no value into your life, then you can detach from that person. But you can first try to help the person, but if the person is not responding to your assistance and then you don't like it, then you can choose to like detach from the person. My mom always told me that friendship is not by force, and you can choose the friends you can choose your friends, like you can also choose to detach from them. No one is going to blame you for it. That is one thing that she has always tried to tell me. Friendship is not by force, and you can like detach from it if you want. If you stop liking that person, you can detach from the person. You can have your reason for detaching the person. Friendship is actually not by force, but there are times where good people turn bad, and their good friends try helping them, but they don't listen, and they find themselves in the wrong crowd, and then turn to something else, and then they don't want to be friends with their good friends because they feel that they are too goody two shoes, and they end up in a wrong place. There are cases like that, but those are just like simple guidelines of how to like make friends. Another thing I want to talk about is handling peer pressure. So I just became a teenager not too long ago, like 2 months ago, and I haven't really like been into the real world, and I don't think like I'm under any peer pressure or anything like that. But like, and yeah, I'm not the kind of person that actually yields peer pressure, even though I've not really experienced it. But for those of you who like have friends that you've gone a long way with, and like they are teaching you or they are talking to you about things that are contrary to what your parents always tell you when it comes to friends, and um you're not the kind of person, like there are like different type of people in the world. Like there's me, where I'm a strong-minded person, and well, I'm not that strong-minded, but like I know the difference between what is right and what is wrong, and I'm sure not going to do the wrong thing. But like there are people where everything their friends tell them, whether good or bad, they think about it and they find themselves doing it, like they want to try. And well, there are other people where that have the power to say no. So like peer pressure is actually something to like, it's a very serious issue in like mostly like high schools or probably middle school. But peer pressure is something that is very hard to handle, especially when your friends, everybody in your class or your friends are doing it, and then you feel like the odd one out, the odd person that is not doing it. For example, me, um I don't have a phone, okay, and I use my tab to do everything I need to do, at my laptop. But most of my friends have phones, and then they have like different social media platforms like TikTok, YouTube, WhatsApp, Twitter, and Instagram. But for me, my mom does not approve of me having those social media um platforms, except from like YouTube and WhatsApp. Anything apart from that, um she doesn't want me to have that as until I get older, because she feels like all these things are not for me right now, that there's a time for everything. So for those of my friends that have TikTok, and then sometimes I may feel like when they're talking about TikToks and something like that, I'll be feeling maybe somehow or feeling odd. Sometimes it happens. It just, or I unconsciously think about it. But when your mom doesn't want something and then you go ahead and do it, it gives you more punishment. So would you like rather have more punishment, and then this thing will be ended up deleted from your phone, or you might even lose your phone entirely, or you wait and do other stuff, and then by the time you get older, where your mom will stop monitoring you, you can use it for the rest of your life? Which is it? So so yeah, so I don't have any more social media, and I don't like social media that much. But like YouTube is my best friend. Just know that. So peer pressure is something that is very hard to handle. It's like when you are pressured. Peer pressure is simply when you are pressured by your peers to do either something good or something bad. And I've given numerous examples, and ways of handling peer pressure. Don't try your best not to yield to it. And if you feel that, oh, or you can't do this thing on your own, or you don't know whether this thing is good or bad, tell your parents. I mean, the kids of nowadays, even though I'm a kid of nowadays, don't like telling their parents about stuff. They feel that they are old fashioned. Oh yeah, your parents might be old fashioned, but at least, although they went to school in two different eras, if you think to a different era than you, at least peer pressure and making friends is not something that just popped out of nowhere. Because when they were going to school, they will tell you how they were trekking or walking to school, no internet, there were always books, and now there are internet, books, cars. Everybody can have, not everybody, but most people have cars. And even though some people say trek or walk to work to their destinations, they have different other means of public transport they can pay for. Sorry, excuse me. But just tell them. I mean, I'm sure they will have gone through some of those things. Like if I say some things that I go to my mom, for advice, and then she'll be telling me stories of how this same issue happened to her or happened to her friends in like how many years ago. And you'll be wondering, oh, and there are some things that you will be surprised that you don't expect your parents to know, but they know about it. So just go and ask, or if you don't want to tell your parents, tell a trusted adult. Trusted adults. There are adults that will tell you the wrong thing. That's why I said trusted adults. And there are adults that, oh, will take out your secrets to like other people, or go and share it out to other teachers or other adults. So that's why I said a trusted adult. It could be anybody. It could be anybody that you trust. But like the world that we're getting into now, there are people you can't trust anyone anymore, because you don't know what is going on in the mind of people. So it's very hard to trust people. That is the number one thing my mom is always telling me: trust no one and trust no one. Then the last thing I would like to talk about is your grades. So some of the kids of nowadays, they don't like studying. I have so many classmates that don't like studying, but somehow they keep on passing and keep on getting promoted to the next class. And for me, I don't see myself not studying. Like, sure, you can choose not to like study. There are times where I didn't have time to study during the school session, but like during when this exam is coming, you can see me studying. Yeah, nobody likes studying, but how can you choose not to do it? Like, when I get into the exam hall not studying, like I have this fear in my heart that I'm going to fail, and I hate failure. Like, who likes failure? Like, who intentionally fails? Those people that don't study. Like, I don't see myself not studying because I do not want to fail. So for those people that you don't like, for those people who don't like studying, please study. Like, it is better for you to endure now and go through this journey once than not enduring now, and then you would have to go through this journey either twice or thrice. What I mean is that you should study now and look forward to getting promoted to the next class, next session, and next semester, and finally graduating, than not enduring and then repeating one class 2 or 3 times, repeating, and then you have to go through this stage of life called education more than expected or more than you're supposed to. So it's better to endure now and then get promoted to the next stage in life, and then you can now, even though you won't rest after school, you still have a job and family and stuff like that. You can continue graduating from stage of stage in life, but at least you won't have to continue stressing your brain in education when your friends are busy making money and having families. Like, my mom would always tell me that as you are growing, there's a time for everything, and as you are growing older, your brain is also growing older. And then we that are younger now, our brains can capture things faster, or like, but when you start growing older, your brain start getting older too, and then you will not be as sharp as when you were much younger. So if you are still in the university by 35, do you think it will be easier for you to be in the university at 35, or be in the university when you are supposed to? Like, if, but that's if you know you were privileged to go to school but you refuse to be. There are people that are not privileged of going to school, but they go to school at an earlier age. That is a different case. They were not privileged, but now they want to come back and study. But you were privileged of going to the school from the beginning, but you did not want to read, and therefore you had to go through the same journey you were in 10 years ago, because you did not want to study and you kept on going to the journey twice or thrice. And lastly, I just wanted to like give you a general overview of everything. Trust no one. Never give up, because you would never know how close you were to reaching your goals. Set goals and make sure you achieve them. And also, friends and trust go together, but in this world and this era we're coming to, some people or friends do a lot of things for money or corruption or bribery or whatever. But there are so many things, so many negative things coming into the world. I want you to know that you're not alone in this, and everybody is experiencing what you're experiencing now. So um I just want you to know that you're not the only person experiencing whatever you're experiencing. And if you're experiencing anything bad, make sure you tell someone, because if you keep it in your heart, one thing I have noticed, if you keep it in your heart, it will eat you up until it finally kills you. So it's better to speak out than to allow you to close it inside your heart and to let it eat you up. So just like that, that will be the end of the video. I hope you guys loved this, and I hope you guys were able to learn one or two things from this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell down below so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Bye bye.